Okay, this is the 9th episode of the Psychic Wave podcast. I'm with Glenn Chu, the drummer for Iress.
What's up, guys?
And that's Iress. They changed it on me a while back.
Yep.
But it makes you guys stand out. I think that was a good decision.
Yeah, it does. There's no other bands called Iress.
Yeah.
Under the new spelling, so.
Yeah, I like it. It tricked me for a while, but then I was like, good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. You guys are on iTunes and Spotify. You just released your EP, Soaked, in April on Play Like a Girl Records. Is that the first time you guys released something from them?
From that label? Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the first time.
Okay, yeah.
It was also the label's first release. Too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Special.
Yeah.
You guys are special.
So special.
Yeah, I had seen you guys a few times before then and liked your stuff. There was some on Spotify already. And then you guys came out with your Soaked EP and that song, Sycophant. Is that how you say it?
I think it's Sycophant.
Sycophant?
Yeah. I think.
Hey,
it's weird to say.
Yeah.
But it sounds cool.
Fucking love that song. It's really good. And then I like when you do your little cross sticking thing.
Oh.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah, rim click, cross stick.
Yeah. I was looking it up earlier because I didn't know what to call it. I kept calling it rim shot.
No,
and that's like
loud.
Yeah, that was way louder. But when you and Mike kind of go in on that spot together, it's like super groovy.
Yeah,
and it's like it's one of my favorite parts. And then seeing it live was like I was with my cousin at Play Like a Girl, and I don't know, it just like drops the whole thing, the whole song when you do it live. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's funny because that's kind of like that's the quiet part, but I think it's the chorus. Yeah, it's not really a verse, and usually it's the other way around. The chorus is loud, and the verses are quiet.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
Yeah.
You guys are you just did your June Doom.
Yeah,
right?
With spare parts for broken hearts.
How'd that go?
It was cool. Yeah, I mean,
you guys played how many shows in a month?
I want to say 6.
Okay,
I think we did 6. Yeah.
You had like a few in one weekend that were like way back to back, right?
Yeah, there were, like 2 weekends we had back to back shows. Like one weekend we had Riverside, San Diego, and then LA, Orange County.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't think I caught any of those.
No,
I think I caught you guys right before.
You've seen us plenty of times.
Yeah, I've seen you about 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
But it's always a good show, man. You guys attract like a lot of like good people too. Sometimes I'll go to shows and there's a lot of douchebags out there, but I don't really run into any of you guys' shows. I don't know if it's a style of music or what, but
I don't know. I don't have an answer.
You guys are just such big douchebags that you take it up for everybody else.
Yeah. We make up for it. Yeah.
What's your shirt?
Oh, it's Meshuggah.
Meshuggah?
It's a band.
Freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
What kind of music?
It's metal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why'd you say it like a question? Metal.
No, I don't know. It's like a really specific kind of metal.
Oh, what is it? Do you know it?
Oh, it's like they use a lot of polyrhythms.
Oh, okay.
And stuff. I don't want to get too
that's
geeked out
cool,
about
man.
it.
I just watched I mean, I love Led Zeppelin, but I just watched a video on why is John Bonham one of the greatest drummers.
I might have watched that same video.
It popped
recently.
up for me today, and I was getting all into like his polyrhythmic stuff, and I was like, I just listened to it, and I'm like, he goes hard, and then you hear like the technical breakdown, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah, there's a lot of thought into his drum parts. I started listening to or watching his isolated drum parts on YouTube. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I've seen a few of those, and like maybe when I first got into Led Zeppelin, like in junior high, I heard When the Levee Breaks, and the reason why I liked that song so much was the drums. It was just like such like, I guess they recorded it in the hallway, they said, and it gives it that like echoey reverb thing, but
space.
I don't know, just so heavy. I don't know. It's just like, but Jimmy Page, he like he plays in an awkward style. Like as a guitarist, he like just does whatever sounds good to him. And then I think it was probably like, I mean, John Bonham's so good, it probably was easy, but he just follows along the guitar a lot of the times.
Yeah.
And usually, most people say drum and bass, you know, rhythm, and they keep it. But
I find myself following the guitars. Like everybody I've played with, I always tend to follow the guitars and the bass. Oh. I don't know why.
Yeah. I just try not to fuck up. I don't know.
That too. Yeah.
But is that like a common thing? Like you must have other drummer buddies, right?
Yeah.
Do they follow the guitars as well, or do they think you're weird?
I don't think I've ever talked to any drum friends about that.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
You guys kind of just keep it hush hush?
It just depends on the music, I think. Yeah.
What kind of music do your drummer friends play? Like a whole bunch of different stuff?
Yeah.
Well, drummers kind of do anyway. They come up like playing, because everybody needs a drummer. Everybody I meet is like, I need a drummer.
I know a lot of different styles. Not that I know a lot of different styles. I tend to just fit into that rock, indie slot, you know? But
yeah, but you practice all the time. I mean, at least your Instagram makes it seem like you do.
Yes.
But yeah, you're always doing like, I'll watch something and I'll know it's impressive, but I'll be like, I have no idea what the fuck he's doing.
Oh.
Like you must be doing like little drills and stuff to...
Yeah.
It seems like to me, you're always like when you post those videos, it's like the equivalent of me going like this.
Kind of.
And I'm looking at it going, that's probably hard.
Nah, if you break it down, it's all easy. Yeah.
I don't know,
man. It's always, whatever I post, it always tends to be stuff I've been repeating over and over and over.
Right.
Then I'll post it.
When you got it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, that's the same way with guitar. Like the only videos I post, or like when I pick up a guitar wherever I'm at, I'll play something I already know. You know, it's not like I bust something new out.
Yeah, that's the problem for me. Like, it's hard to, when you sit down behind a drum set or play guitar, it's hard to not just play what you know already.
Yeah.
If you're trying to get better at whatever you're practicing.
Yeah.
So I find myself getting stuck on things, trying to learn something new, but I don't know what to play, you know?
When you write music with Iress, are the drums usually, excuse me, one of the last things that come on? Do they send you the song and then you fill that in, or do you guys do it pretty much all together?
It's usually all together lately.
So nice.
Yeah. Like, usually Michelle and Alex, the two guitarists, they'll bring in a riff that they made up.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll email a riff that they recorded on their phones.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the most part, we jam on things.
That's awesome, man. Because like everything that I had done in the past, it was started off me writing all the parts myself, and then sending all the parts, and then getting drums back. And it's cool. Like I can't play drums. I mean, I can, but not as good as other people. You know what I'm saying? So I send them out, and then I get these drums back, and they just blow my mind because it's something that I couldn't picture. But I just feel like it must be so much better to write with people, you know? Because I haven't really had that experience yet, like at all.
It's cool because you get feedback, and you get a different point of view about the song, different ideas.
Yeah, I feel like collaboration always makes things better.
Yeah.
I've said it before, but it's like when you write music by yourself, it's like you're just masturbating musically, like into your whatever you record.
Yeah,
it's like
pretty much.
There's nothing really. It's just you. It seems a little vain. I don't know. It does for me. After a while, I start feeling like I need to talk to somebody else.
Yeah,
it's too much. Just my.
Unless it's a solo project.
Yeah.
Side project.
But even then, like, it must get boring or at least lonely, right?
I've done, like, with my first band I ever played in, I wrote most of the songs and wrote all the lyrics. I don't think they were any good, but like I would record all the parts myself: guitars, bass, drums.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like that way you have more control over things, but then it's not really a democracy.
Yeah. Did you start off as a drummer, like when you first did music?
No, my first instrument was violin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Take it through school or something?
No, it was my dad.
Oh.
Yeah, my dad taught me and my siblings.
Oh,
Yeah.
Your dad could play, and then
Yeah.
he taught you guys.
Yeah.
Did you like it or hate it?
You know, at the time, a lot of people will say the same thing, like their parents forced them to do piano lessons. Or
Yeah.
I don't think I really enjoyed it at the time.
Yeah. You're how old?
Now?
No.
Dang. Well, I'm 29 now. It was like in 3rd grade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 3rd grade.
But you didn't enjoy it at the time, but you think back on it now?
It definitely helped me with drums, because when I was learning violin, I learned how to read music.
Yeah.
So that was like 3rd grade. And then I joined band in middle school, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And since I already knew how to read music, I was already way ahead of everyone else.
I still can't read music.
It's
like, I tried to see. I did the opposite. Like, my dad just gave me a guitar.
Yeah.
Like when I was like 6 years old, a guitar and an amp, and I obviously didn't make anything sound good at all. It was just fun. It was loud, you know.
Yeah.
And then later on, maybe like my senior year of high school, I started to like understand. Oh shit, I really like music. Like, I better try, right? So then I took piano lessons and I started learning all that stuff, like how to read music. And the shitty part is I was a senior and the piano lessons were Friday at 7 p.m.
Oh.
And I was like, fuck this. This is
you
so
wanna
boring.
do stuff.
Yeah, and I want to like
Yeah.
go out and do stuff. So I never learned. I mean, there's tons of stuff online, but it's just boring.
Yeah, theory and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
My little brother's good at that stuff. He like loves it. He'll analyze a song like till I hate the song. He'll tell me about it and I'll be like, stop, you're ruining it for me.
I think you don't need to know theory to be a musician.
Definitely helps, I think.
It helps. I've heard some people say that it puts you in a box.
Yeah, that's what my dad always said. He was like, you don't need lessons.
Yeah, but I feel like theory tells you where the box is.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? And then you can explore outside of it.
Right, it's your decision after that
Yeah,
to like
yeah.
experiment.
There's no rules.
Right.
If you like it, if it sounds good.
I think how people get stuck is kind of like, and not to bag too much on my little brother, because I'm currently playing in a band with him, but he learned so much about theory, and it excited him so much that he started to see theory in popular music, and then started to, like, I think, fool himself that there's an actual, like, way to write a song that will just be a hit, like, instantly, and it'll just, like, doesn't matter. Like, you'll write a song that's going to be a hit. And what I see him doing is writing music like other people, but trying to do it in, like, a pop format, and then trying to do the theory of it. And he, like, doesn't experiment in his own way. He's, like, too focused on the theory.
Yeah.
And then I think the reason why we're good in a band together is I don't know the theory, and I'm always, like, just experimenting with bullshit that does not have any form. And then he'll be like, how about you do that, but this way? And he kind of, like, brings me back, and I pull him back. But
yeah, it's a good balance.
the theory, like, I guess my point was he tricked himself into thinking that as long as you know the theory, you'll just be a successful musician. But that kind of, like,
I don't.
it was like a post I saw on your thing where it was like your Instagram. I was going through it, and it said you had a bumper sticker, drum machines have no soul.
Oh, yeah.
And it kind of feels like that. Like, if you just got the theory of it, doesn't mean, I don't know, it's got to have some soul.
Theory doesn't do anything unless you know how to use it.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I studied theory, or tried to, in college, but it didn't really work out.
You got bored of it or what?
No, I just didn't do good.
Oh.
Theory was okay, but there's, like, other classes where you have to sing scales and intervals and all that stuff. I wasn't good at that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, no matter how hard you tried, you just, or it just.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't getting it.
So do you feel better suited as a drummer then, because you've had the music theory in the background, and then the drums kind of set up the whole song, really. I mean, without drums, it's like I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
There's some
Again, it depends.
Yeah, there's like ambient stuff that's cool, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I like something to punch me in the face every once in a while.
I think drums can definitely change the whole vibe of a song.
Mm-hmm.
It's depending on the beats you play.
Yeah. Well, like that thing I was talking about, where you do that cross stick thing, like it totally brought the song into a different thing. Like it's like a unified song, but as soon as you did that thing, it was like, whoa, we're somewhere else right now.
That's good.
It was cool, man, especially seeing it for the first time or hearing it for the first time live. Before I ever actually no, I think you guys might have played it at the Slide Bar.
I think we did.
Yeah, and that was the first time I heard it, and I could hear it well there, but I think the sound at Play Like a Girl was better, or I was in a better spot, and it just like it was like a sinking feeling, like it just drops the whole song. Yeah. It's super cool, but I've always been super shitty at drums. I got drums for Christmas one year, and it was like the most fun thing ever because it's just.
I mean, everyone wants to play drums.
Yeah, it's so cool.
It's physical.
Yeah, and drummers are always like shredded most of the time.
Most of the time. Not this guy. Not this guy though.
But you're in good shape. You're not like overweight or anything.
I guess.
You're just hiding it.
Yeah.
You're like you eat a lot.
I'm sucking it in right now. Yeah.
Well, you're really good at it. So yeah, dude, I only like looked at a few things and saw your Instagram and you've been playing in a few bands on and off, or you fill in for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And you just did something at the OC Fair with Michelle and Alex?
No, but it's just Michelle.
Just Michelle?
And some old bandmates.
Oh, okay. So what kind of music were you playing?
Well, the band's called Scuba Deer. It's like indie folk.
Scuba Deer.
Pop, yeah.
That's a pretty cool name. It's fun.
I don't know where
you
that
don't
came
like
from.
it?
No, it's cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
I didn't name it, so I don't know where it came from.
Oh, who did?
The singer.
Oh, okay.
His name's Ed. I was in a band with him for a while. So I've known him for a long time. We actually went to Japan, like in 2009, as a band, and we played a bunch of shows there.
Oh shit! How'd you set that up? Were you guys? Did you have a good following or?
No.
Then what the fuck?
I mean, we knew. Like Ed's dad his dad is a military guy, so he's always traveling. Always traveling. Retired now, but so he knew some people in Japan, so that was one connection. But I booked most of the shows. I emailed stuff to all the venues there.
How was there a language barrier? Or how did you?
There was, because I don't know Japanese.
Yeah.
The emails were all in English, so I was just hoping somebody there at each venue would know someone who spoke English.
And they were like, yeah, come down.
Most of them did, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how long were you there?
A month. Yeah, I played 15 shows.
Wow. And where'd you stay?
At a guest house. It's kind of like a hostel.
Okay.
Yeah, it was cool. A lot of foreigners there. And yeah.
Wow, man. I've always wanted to go to Japan. Like,
cool.
My little brother, he really loves Japanese culture. And I used to be obsessed with Anthony Bourdain.
Okay.
And nice. I read his book, his first book, I forget what it's called, but the last third of it is about his first trip to Japan and how it changed his life. And I'm reading it just like, fuck, dude.
It's an awesome place.
And he's saying if you want to have a sober version of an acid trip, you go to Japan because you don't understand anything.
Yeah.
It's
and it's just, especially in Tokyo, so many things. It's so bright.
Yeah.
All the tech.
Yeah, I picture neon and just tons of people.
Yeah.
Have you been to New York?
Been to New Jersey.
Okay.
Not New York.
It's so weird that you would go to New Jersey, but
I have family there.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I went when I was a kid.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I just asked because I was wondering if you had a comparison, but I've been to New York and it was a different feeling, but it didn't seem that much different or that much more of a shock than LA or something. It's definitely more dense in New York, and going up on the Empire State Building was cool. That was a big difference. That put it into perspective. Like, oh shit, there's so much here.
Yeah.
But big cities are pretty much all mostly the same to me.
I think one difference between like LA and New York and Tokyo is Tokyo's super clean. Or
Really?
Japan in general.
Really?
There's not really trash anywhere.
How the fuck do they do that?
People don't litter.
They just don't.
Yeah,
It's not.
You just don't do it. They're all like that.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Come on, America.
Yeah.
Yeah, LA is so dirty. New York's
Yeah.
so dirty.
Yeah.
Like, I saw, like, you actually see rats, like, when you go to New York. Like, it's
Really?
not just something like, you know, in TV shows or, like, you just, you know, pass by a rat. And then you go and get a hot dog from, like, a cart. And you're like,
Great.
this is cool. Like, this doesn't weird me out.
Yes, that's the norm.
I've been to Berlin as well, and that's like another big city, and that was like, it felt really dead there, but it was super dirty. It was just like a smaller LA. It was, I don't know, man. It was like one of my least favorite places I visited in Europe. It was really underwhelming. I was like, what the fuck?
Dang. I've always wanted to go, but
Oh, well then don't let me stop you. It's just, and then they have like that the memorial for the Jewish memorial there. Have you seen pictures of it?
I think so.
It's like all the big slabs and you can like walk through it. It's kind of like a maze type thing.
Yeah.
It was at night and I didn't know like it was a memorial.
Oh.
And I was just running on but I was running on the top of the slabs.
Oh.
And then like
Yikes.
I read later and I was like, oh fuck. I literally felt like I was like stomping on their graves.
Dang.
It was a bad feeling, but I was like,
Oh, you didn't know.
Yeah.
It was dark.
I think they'd forgive me. I don't
There's no lights or anything?
There
Or
were,
is
but
this,
there was only like one plaque like on the other end. So I was at one end and I was just running across it, and then
Yeah, so you didn't know.
Yeah, and I came around and was like, oh, shit, I hope nobody saw that. It's fucking Americans.
Right.
So where else have you been?
I
I mean, you just booked a trip to Japan, so you got some balls to travel.
mean, it was with the band. We all went together, so.
I know, but like, still, that's like, some people just don't do that.
Yeah.
They're like afraid to
Or they're broke.
take the initiative, or that.
I mean, we were all broke back then. We didn't make any money, so.
Well, I think, dude, the experience of that must have been just like so fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
It was cool. We had major jet lag. Like, I woke up I remember the first morning, I woke up there, it was like 4, maybe. It was way too early, but there were shops open. I just walked into a ramen shop and had some ramen.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that reminds me of it's almost exactly like Anthony Bourdain in his book. He was saying like he was kind of nervous to be in Japan, and then he had jet lag and he woke up early. And he was walking down the street, and he was looking for something to eat, and he saw a Starbucks, and then some sign that like he couldn't understand, but with pictures of food on it.
That's all you need.
And he was like that moment to him was like, fuck this, like I'm totally gonna try like what they got, you know. Don't like, he was there to be a chef anyway. But I think some people, you know, they do that thing where they travel and then they're like, oh, this is familiar, and then they're like, oh, what happened in Japan?
Yeah.
I got Starbucks.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, that's just me.
Yeah.
Maybe some people have bad anxiety with traveling, but
What was cool in Japan, like, they have McDonald's and 7-Elevens, but
Yeah.
they actually have food.
they have 7-Elevens.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
They're,
weird.
Like, good food.
What
in the
kind? What do you mean?
7-Elevens. Like sushi and
Oh.
not just, junk food.
Well, their culture is a lot different, so they, you know, the things that we enjoy as like snacks aren't the same as what they enjoy. Oh, I want sushi now.
Wow.
And I've never even had Japanese sushi, so I have no idea. It must be amazing.
What does that mean? Oh, like
I mean,
from
sushi,
Japan?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's some good sushi around here.
I know, but it's still, I mean, the experience probably makes it taste better in your mouth.
You got to try a sushi go round, you know?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yeah. They've got one in downtown Fullerton right here.
Yeah.
Shabu
There's
Shabu.
a few around here. Yeah.
I've never been to any of those. Like, even here. I just go to places and I order what I like.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
Like orange roll right here, super good. I don't know, it's right on Harbor. It's fucking bomb.
Check that out.
Yeah, the Psychic Wave podcast where we talk about sushi. Yeah. But no, I like that. The reason why I like doing this is because, I don't know, for my favorite bands, I see them do tons of interviews where like they're asked the same fucking questions over and over.
Yeah.
And I like, you can tell they get bored of it. And I kind of always ask the same startup questions when I start a podcast because people want to know where you're from, how you started, all that stuff. But
Yeah.
I don't know, I get more out of things when you like see somebody having a real conversation because you kind of like feel like you're like a fly on the wall, like getting a...
Yeah, not generic questions.
Yeah, I'm not saying that's what I'm doing is better than all that, and I'm not the first person to fucking do this kind of thing.
This is the best podcast.
Exactly, but like it's more fun to do at least. Like if I just had a script of things I was gonna say to you, it's like
Yeah, it keeps it interesting.
yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
That's it. No, I'm just kidding. All right.
All right.
So I was gonna ask. Well, also I need to bring up. Sorry, I'm talking to myself in my head, like you know what I'm thinking. I've had Mike from Iress. Do you guys call him Mike? What do you call him?
I usually say Michael, I think.
Michael?
Yeah.
I called him Michael when I was with him, and every time I see him.
Yeah.
But then I had the guys from Bundy on, and one of the bass player, Kelsey, he knows Michael, and he kept calling him Mike.
Oh.
So I was like, what the fuck do I... like,
Yeah, I heard about that. Heard you guys called him.
oh yeah, did he tell you?
Yeah.
Do you know where he was or like what he's doing?
No, I don't
Oh,
know.
okay. I was hoping we interrupted like something very important.
No, probably.
But yeah, that made it on the podcast. We called him because they were talking about him, and I just called him, and we had like a bad connection, but that dude's always funny.
Yeah.
But I was gonna bring up, I need to have the rest of the band on. Yeah,
Like the whole band?
Yeah, and even the whole band, and I talked to I think you and Michael first when I reached out to you guys, like on social media. So I think it was just like I asked you guys first to like, you know. And Michelle, she intimidates me because that voice is just crazy. It like blows me away. No, I know she's like the sweetest every time I see her.
Yeah.
But and then Alex is this like, don't talk to me like coolness about her.
Alex is an enigma. Yeah.
Enigma, yeah.
Enigma, yeah.
Yeah, they're so intimidating, man. They're
nice. They're all
no, I know. I've talked to all of them,
Yeah.
but my point was like I need to have them all on because that'd be super fun. And I have like a mixer so we can all have headphones and not talk over each other.
Yeah.
What happened with Bundy was we didn't have headphones, or one of us didn't have headphones. I forgot to get another pair, and so we got all fucking drunk. And then the whole like most of the podcast I had to cut out because we were just talking over each other. You like couldn't hear anything. And like we were having a really good time, but like it's just
too much.
Yeah, but when you have headphones, you kind of let people have turns because it's the same volume.
Yeah, I haven't thought about that.
Yeah, it helps so you don't talk over each other.
Yeah.
But so what do you have coming up for Iress? What are you guys doing?
We have some shows this month. It's August, right?
I think now it is. Is the first? Is it the first?
I think so.
Let's check.
First
yeah, Tuesday the 1st.
Yeah, I've got some shows coming up. August.
He's super stoked about it.
August 7th at the Satellite. That's gonna be a big show, I think. Because it's free.
Mm.
That's plus, and it's also sponsored by K-Rock Locals Only.
Oh, nice.
So
they do a lot of stuff at the Slide Bar, K-Rock.
Yeah,
and it's all. I mean, I used to work there, so that's why I'm bringing it up. And it was pretty much always packed.
Nice.
So, how's the Satellite? I've never been there. It's in LA, right?
Yeah, it's in Silver Lake.
Okay.
It's right by the dog park, Silver Lake Reservoir.
Mm-mm. I really only know the Echo and Echoplex.
Okay. Yeah, it's a cool venue. It's legit.
It's legit.
Yeah. I don't know. I played there once with my old band. I don't know if Iress has played there before, but it should be cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. free show. I might have to check it out. So should you.
Yeah.
Who else is playing with you guys? Do you know?
Slugs.
Slugs. That's a
Yeah,
cool
we
name.
played it with them before. They're cool.
Nice.
Holy Wars.
Oh, I follow them on Instagram.
Yeah, they're great.
And I follow them on Instagram because I have never seen them play, but their stuff, like everything they post, is cool looking. Like they've got like such a
their
aesthetic.
Their live show is pretty sick.
Oh man, then I am gonna have to go catch that, and because Iress is playing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's super awesome.
And then it's a residency, so every Monday, the residency band is called Nightmare Air.
Nightmare Air.
Yeah. So yeah, it'll be cool.
It sounds like they like have a stutter, but only at the end of their words. Nightmare Air.
Yeah. What else? The 10th, I think. Yeah, the 10th. I think that's a Thursday at DBA in Pomona.
Yeah, you guys play there a lot, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of the Iress haunt.
Is that like a winery? Is that what you said it was? Or it's right next to one?
It's a wine bar.
A wine bar?
Yeah. It's right behind the Glass House.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, you guys...
It's the same, like, block. Like, Glass House is right here.
Yeah.
DBA.
So it's like the Glass House, that parking lot. DBA is just...
Yeah, it's just, like, on the other side.
Mm.
Yeah.
Have you guys played the Glass House?
Yeah, we played there.
You played
once.
just recently, right?
Not that recently. It was last year.
Oh, fuck.
It's in March. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, March.
Why does that feel so recent? Like, I remember I was going to go out to that one. What happened? I don't remember.
I don't know.
Anyway, but that was right around the time I started listening to you guys or found out about you guys. Anyway, it's about a year now.
Yeah.
Yeah. When was this show with Sunflower Bean? That was last year, but...
I don't remember.
No.
I mean, once we play shows, they're out of my head.
Oh, yeah?
Like, yeah.
Do you still get nervous for shows? I mean...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always.
We're, I'm playing our first show with with new band members September 9th.
Nice.
So, like, this whole month, I'm just, like, practicing.
Where are you guys playing?
We're playing at a warehouse in La Habra.
Cool.
I don't want to say too much because it's for like a group of girls birthday party thing.
Okay.
But they're like super cool. Like they throw shows and stuff.
Nice.
And they haven't released any information yet. But and then if that goes well, we have the opportunity to do the Constellation Room. So I'm hoping that goes well.
Yeah. That'd be really cool.
I have my little brother's playing bass for me now.
Cool.
And he's like, yesterday was the first day that we sat down and he was going to learn the bass lines. And he like learned 2 of the songs like within 2 hours. And I was like, fuck you, dude. It would take me like so much longer.
Him and his theory.
I know. Yeah. And he was like, well, it would sound better if I did this. And I was like, then fucking do it. I don't care. Like,
so these songs, are they all recorded already, or?
They are, but 2 of the songs are going to be like completely changed. It's the same guitar.
Yeah.
But okay, so like this song Hypnotize and Fight Back that I have, those are the ones that are going to be changed. And the guitar is going to be the same except for instead of acoustic in one, it's going to be electric with overdrive.
Okay.
More of like a garage rock. They're both kind of garage rock-y.
Nice.
But and then change up the flow of the song a little bit so it's more exciting live, more breaks and change ups and things like that.
Yeah.
But it's already written. We were gonna write 2 more songs so that we have like a full set, but I was like, it's gonna take too long and then to get that down, so we'll just rework these. But
that's cool. Yeah, I want to see you guys play.
Yeah, we'll invite you. It's gonna be exciting. I'm super well, I was going off of that because I was asking you if you were nervous, like still playing shows, and I'm super fucking nervous. And
yeah, I mean, I feel like if you ever get to that point where you're not nervous anymore, something's wrong. Like, you should always be nervous.
Good wisdom.
You know?
No, yeah, that's true. Or like, it's kind of what Jimi Hendrix said, where it's like, you should never be satisfied with what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because then you'll just fall into that same pit.
Like you can be nervous but still be confident, you know? But if you're just dead and you don't feel anything,
that's depression.
You probably should quit. That's when I would quit.
Your heart's not in it?
Yeah,
I guess that's a good point. Like, yeah, my goal is to just practice the fuck out of all these songs this whole month. So that, I know I'll be nervous, but if anything goes wrong, it won't be that I don't know the songs or that we can't play the songs. Like, that's the worst part. But I'm nervous too because, like, the more shows you play, I know, like, equipment fucks up and just random things happen. And that, like, I used to DJ a lot. And I would hate it when you just can't figure out why you're not getting sound. That, like, it's the worst feeling in the world to me.
You got to be ready for anything.
Yeah, but some of those things you can't, like, figure out. Like, why the fuck isn't sound coming out? I mean, it's nice when it was just that I didn't plug something in, but that's usually not it.
Yeah, the more gear you have,
the more things to go wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So you listen to a lot of metal? Is that your main thing?
That's kind of, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why'd you laugh?
I don't know.
Do people make fun of you for listening to metal?
I don't really look like a metalhead, and people say that.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Like, I don't wear...
You don't have long hair and a trench coat?
Yeah, long hair, no denim jacket.
You're not eating Doritos and have Mountain Dew every day? No,
but I mean, metal's my... I usually come back to that genre.
Always?
Yeah.
Did you grow up with metal?
No.
Oh, so you found it later and you're like, fuck yeah.
There's a specific point in my life where I can pinpoint when I got into metal.
Oh, when?
These 2 albums.
Oh, what is it?
Okay. It's the first one was Dream Theater, Scenes from a Memory. Mm-hmm. And the other one was the Dragon Force album.
Nice.
I don't listen to them too much now, but yeah. Those bands got me into heavier music. Because up to that point, all I listened to was... I was still playing violin at that time, so classical all the time.
Yeah.
I still love classical, but
other
than that, I was just listening to pop punk, like Blink, Green Day, Good Charlotte.
So what? Like how old were you around this time?
This was 6th grade.
Oh, okay, sounds about right.
Yeah. So, but once my friend burned me these 2 albums, and just everything changed. Like, I didn't know you could play music like that.
Yeah, it's insane, right?
Odd time, key changes, all that stuff.
I mean, Dragon Force, like, they get hated on a lot, but so do lots of metal bands anyway. But, like, those fucking dudes, man. Like, you'll watch, like, a video of them, or even just listening, you should be able to tell that, like, what they're doing sounds like robots made it. Like, it's so fast. It's so fast.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to do that.
It's crazy because... there's all these new metal bands coming up, and their drummers play like robots, but they aren't robotic. You know, it still has a feel to it. Yeah, it's crazy. I like it.
I was getting really into math rock for a while, just because I don't know.
Like what bands?
I don't know. I don't remember their names. I was just like Spotifying like a bunch of math rock, and dude, it blows me away. It fucking blows me away. And it started, they're not really math rock, but Tortoise.
Yeah.
Well, I was getting to them. They're like instrumental stuff, kind of like Chon.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and but they go a lot softer too, and like sound really ethnic's not the right word, but like they have like a French or like a Spanish sound to them sometimes too. But anyway, then I got into math rock after that, and I was like, how the fuck do you play this live? Like, because they do so much. They have like gates a lot on the guitars, so it like
it's a lot of pauses.
Yeah,
like
and I love that. It like trips my brain out like as I'm listening to it. It like keeps me interested.
Yeah,
I would like be studying to it because it was like mostly instrumentals, and I'd find myself like following along and not paying attention.
Yeah,
it's like fuck.
Yeah,
you like a lot of math rock?
Yeah, I mean,
who are your favorites?
I don't know. It's not really rock, but it's Mathy.
Okay.
Like one of my favorite bands is Dillinger Escape Plan.
Oh, dude, my dad really loves Dillinger Escape Plan.
Yeah, they're really good.
And he used to play it for me in his truck growing up, and they scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I didn't get it. Back then.
If the first time you listen to them, it's too much.
My dad would listen to a lot of that, like Bjork, and just stuff that was had some kind of edge to it, you know? And Mr. Bungle. Do you know Mr. Bungle?
Yeah.
I love Mr. Bungle.
Who's a singer? I forgot his name.
The guy from Faith No More.
Yes.
I don't know his name either.
Yeah.
But yeah, that stuff scared me as a kid, and then I listened to it later on. And I was like, holy shit, this is epic. And he played in bands, so I think he knew how crazy that stuff was.
Yeah. Yeah.
But man.
Yeah, Dillinger, Animals as Leaders.
I saw on your Instagram you went to a show. You saw them live once?
Yeah, a couple times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're all instrumental, but they're crazy. If you get a chance to see them live, do it, because there's 2 guitars. They both play 8-string guitars.
8-string guitars? What the
8-string,
fuck?
yeah. And the drummer's he's insane.
I've never even heard of an 8-string guitar.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
It's been around for a little bit now, but this band,
so it's just a fatter neck then?
It is a fatter neck.
Yeah,
and it's almost like high bass strings.
Oh, okay.
It's the low strings.
So it's not strings right next to each other. It's actually separate strings. You know how a 12-string is
Oh yeah, it's like a 6-string guitar, but 8.
Wow.
Yeah, but this band, Meshuggah, they're one of the pioneers of 8-string.
Wow.
Because their music's really sludgy.
Yeah.
But really mathy too. If you like math rock, you might like these guys.
I'll check it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like a lot of different types of music because I feel like there's lots of different types of emotions, you know?
Yeah.
And there's something new in all of it, you know? So, but I was into math rock for a while. I think right around the time I started getting into you guys, I started getting into math rock because I was just searching for new stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And found you guys.
How did you find us again?
I was going to Sunflower Bean.
Sunflower Bean.
And then you guys fucking had an amazing sound. I say it all the time, but when I go to see bands, I always want to be impressed, but I'm not lots of the time. I'll go to the show and I'll have a good time, and I won't be shitty about it to the band, I won't ever even talk to the band,
right.
But I won't act like I'm not having a good time. But then you guys came on, and I was like, is anybody else hearing this? I came for Sunflower Bean, but this is really fucking good. And I talked to Michael about it, and the sound was just so good that night. You guys had it down.
I mean, we actually had a sound check, which doesn't happen often.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Tess and I think Tess asked if she could buy Michelle a beer or something. And then you guys invited us to your next show. And then that was it.
Yeah.
But it's just really good, man. I mean, that's how I like to find music anyway. It's just naturally.
Yeah.
And I was super excited that that's how it happens. But you were talking about you remembered a specific time when you got into metal.
Yeah.
And it reminded me of the first time I realized music didn't have to be just pop stuff. Yeah. And I was 12 years old, and my dad had given me a bunch of these CDs, a bunch of his old CDs, and he was just I think it's about time you start listening to something else.
Cause I was real music?
Yeah, I was just listening to dumb radio shit. And I remember I was looking at Rage Against the Machine's album where they have the monk who sets himself on fire. Yeah. And I remember just looking at it at 12 years old and being why is this guy on fire? Why can't I stop looking at this album cover? And then I put it on, and when Killing in the Name came on, and it was fuck you, I won't do what you're telling me. I was right when my angsty phase started. I was yeah.
Perfect.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
And my parents were so cool about it. They would let me blast that in the car while I'm sitting passenger and they're driving, and I was fuck you.
Uncensored version?
Yeah, nice. Yeah. They weren't into that censored shit.
Yeah.
My mom would she made me turn off rap and stuff when it would talk about give me your pussy, bitch,
Yeah,
or stuff like that. But if they cussed, she didn't care. But she was like, this is just about sex. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's music for every moment, you know? Any time, any point in your life, something's gonna fit.
Yeah. Like, a year from now, you're probably gonna be into something else.
Yeah.
I mean...
Even now, I find myself not listening to that much metal as I used to.
Oh, yeah? Metaled out?
Kind of, a little bit. Like this band, I went to see this band on Saturday from the UK called, it's a solo singer, but her name's Marika Hackman. Yeah, I've just been listening to her album on repeat.
Oh, is that one of your most recent posts?
Yeah, I posted a picture.
I checked their thing. You were like, my new favorite band, or I'm in love with. Yeah. I didn't listen to the music. What kind of music is it?
It's like somber indie pop, kind of poppy.
So you're just getting out of your metal phase a little bit?
I listen to a bunch of different stuff, but I always... If I don't know what to listen to, I'll go back to metal.
Oh, okay. It's your go-to.
Yeah.
Nice.
It calms me down, usually.
Because you get so pumped during it, or you just...
It's like if I'm stuck in traffic, which happens a lot, I'll listen to metal. Mm-hmm. And that kind of, I don't know, it just calms me.
Is it because maybe it takes your attention off the traffic because there's so much going on in metal? Like, usually metal, there's a lot of stuff going on. There's some metal that's pretty basic. I used to listen to, I went to a private school for high school, and I used to have to take the bus. And it was a lot of exchange students, kids from like Korea and Japan and all over Europe. And they'd take the bus with me, and they didn't really speak that English that well. And I had my headphones in. I remember one day specifically, I was listening to Slayer. Nice. And I was like blasting it in my headphones, and I was kind of just like, head on the window, like just chilling out. And this kid next to me, he takes my headphone out like for me, like my earbuds, and he's all, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Your music's so scary." I was like, "Dude, this is Slayer. It's cool. Like, do you want to listen?" And he like checked it out, but he was like, "Oh, that's too crazy.
I mean, if he hasn't ever listened to metal before,
he was like K-pop.
Okay,
was his thing.
Yeah,
but it was kind of, I felt cool, like scaring him a little bit. I was like,
I remember I think it was 6th grade, I was still listening to pop punk, and my friend was blasting Metallica, and that was the first time I heard anything heavy-ish.
Yeah,
and I just thought, oh my god, that's so noisy. It's not music.
Oh,
I didn't get it. Now I listen to stuff that's really noisy.
Yeah, it's kind of like the same feeling. My favorite band, MGMT. The first 2 times I listened, my dad had their records on as we were on a road trip, and I didn't like it. I was like, yeah, I know they're pop stuff, and it's alright. And then I listened to it again by myself in my room, and I was like, oh, fuck. I get it. Like, I didn't like it at first, but then it, like, clicked. And, I feel like some of my favorite music was like that. Like, I didn't like it at first.
Yeah, some bands, you just have to
grow into
it, yeah.
Oh, man. Well, you don't gotta grow into Iress. That shit was good, like, immediately.
Thanks.
No, I'm serious. Yeah. And, again, everybody should check out, your stuff on iTunes and Spotify. And, fuck yeah, man. I can't wait to see you guys again. Because you guys' live show is, like, just epic. You guys have a, like, fat sound. Lots of people don't have a fat sound right now. It's like a flat sound.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Kind of, yeah.
It's so, like, lackluster. But you guys have a really good sound. So I'm excited to see you guys again. All right. So we were just talking about The Office.
Yeah.
And how I've watched it.
Have you seen the British version?
I have. I'm so biased, though, because I've seen the American version so many times that I didn't really give the British version a chance.
Oh.
Do you like it?
I haven't seen it yet. I have the DVD. I have not watched it.
It's super weird because the first episode, or the first couple, I think, are the same, like, verbatim. Like, exactly the same.
Oh.
And so you're watching it like, it's literally just with British people. But then I guess further along they have their own stories and it like branches off.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, my drummer Enrique, he actually just texted me too. He asked, I told him that I like The Office, and he was like, "Have you seen the British version?" And I was like, "No," and he's all, "Psh."
It's only like 3 seasons or something. It's really short.
I don't know, but he was like giving me shit for not have. He was like, the American version's just.
No.
But
I mean, they're both good. I heard. So.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're like, I don't know if he's just a purist about it. He's like, you gotta like the original. I mean, he's kind of that way. Like, I'm gonna throw him under the bus a little bit, but like with music, like the Beatles, like he gets really upset when people cover the Beatles, and like
because it doesn't sound like the Beatles.
Yeah,
justice.
And even when they like bands like cover bands, I saw a Beatles cover band at the Continental Room, and it was super fun. They dressed up like them, and it was just silly, you know. But I feel like if Enrique was there, our drummer, he would just be so pissed. He would be like, "Fuck this shit! This isn't the Beatles."
It's the Beatles. No one's gonna. They're gone. Like, appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't know. How do you feel about Ringo Starr as a drummer?
I like him.
Yeah,
I think he's great.
I've heard a lot of people like really praise him, but I guess because I'm not a drummer, I never paid too much attention to it. I mean, it sounded to me with an untrained drummer ear just so straightforward. Not saying not saying that's not good. I love the Beatles, but I don't see like people are like praising it. I don't know.
Everything Ringo plays has a purpose. Like nothing is out of place. Everything he plays serves a song. You know, it's not overly complicated. It's like when you go to a show and something goes wrong with the sound, just feedback or something. Everyone turns around and looks at the sound guy. Like, what the heck? Mm-hmm. But if the show goes well and nothing goes wrong, no one says anything because the sound guy does his job.
That's a good example.
No one's going to thank him, you know, because no one notices.
Yeah.
I feel like that's Ringo.
Yeah.
Like, it's just his beats serve the song. It doesn't draw attention to the drums.
That's a really good example.
Like some genres, like metal,
the
drums are one of the highlights in the genre, you know?
Totally.
It's almost like a sport.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah.
Those dudes have to fucking train.
Yeah.
Just double kick drums and, like, it's just so gnarly.
Yeah. I used to have a double pedal, but, don't use it anymore.
The last time I went to Backline Recording Studios, I think that's, Garden Grove?
Garden Grove, yeah. Been there.
Our drummer, he accidentally brought his double pedal instead of his...
Accidentally? Really?
I don't know. Maybe it was on purpose, but... Fuck, what did he do? Oh, he just used the one that they had there. Because it was just regular. But I was like, holy shit, there's no way you're going to put like metal drums over the music I make. It's not going to fit.
Someday I'm going to put blast beats into Iress music.
Blast beats? Is that what they call it? Like that?
It's just...
Yeah. Oh man, do it. You should do it. You should re-record, like, just strip it of your drums and do it, like, as a joke, but take it seriously, and then, like, show. I feel like Michael would like it.
He would like it. He keeps telling me to do it.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't think the girls would like it, but I always mess around at rehearsals and I'll play blast beats and stuff, but
they don't seem to dig it? It's just not their style.
It wouldn't fit.
What kind of music do they like, the girls?
They like a lot of stuff. I don't know. I don't know their favorite bands or anything.
But metal's not like one of the big ones?
Some metal, yeah, I think. Not as much as Michael and myself.
Yeah. But. Yeah, when Michael and I did the podcast, after, we were just showing each other music. He actually showed me an Iress song that you guys were working on too. So that was pretty cool. But we were showing each other music, and he was playing a lot of metal. And I was like, I dig it.
Nice.
But he was all drunk and like,
oh.
He's like, listen, just listen.
Yeah.
It was fun, man.
he's always showing me stuff on Spotify.
Yeah.
Like, for driving, so it's cool.
Yeah.
We like different kinds of metal.
Oh,
there's a million subgenres of metal, and it's stupid, but yeah.
I mean, it's people like to classify things like.
Oh, but metal is just.
I know people get really like serious about it. Yeah. They're like, no,
yeah.
I don't like that. I like doom chuck wave metal. Like
that's probably a genre.
I don't know.
Chuck wave.
I don't know what that means, but there has to be one guy named Chuck in the band.
Yeah.
So what would you classify like what he likes more?
I don't want to say something wrong. He seems to like more thrashy stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thrash metal is a genre.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
That's like speed. Well, no. Thrash punk is really speedy.
Yeah.
See, fuck, I don't know. There's no like coherency between the genres at all. Like thrash something means like super speedy, and then
when I say thrash, I think of like old Metallica, old Megadeth, Municipal Waste, stuff like that.
Yeah,
where it's almost like punk beats.
Yeah,
you know,
it is kind of.
Yeah, stuff like that. I like metal. That's really techy, just really a lot of odd time stuff. But I also like stuff that's just blast beats the whole time.
Yeah.
Like grindcore and...
I like some grindcore stuff. Like Somebody was showing me some and I was like, oh, fuck. Like, this is...
Yeah.
It requires a lot of me, even as a listener.
Yeah.
My drummer, Enrique, he likes probably more like the metal that you like. And then he'll listen to that. And he'll show me some of it, and it's like super fucking technical. And it's like blowing my mind. And then like later that night, he'll go to like an acoustic show, and like totally vibe out on that. Like he just, I mean, he probably vibes out on it because he likes the technical part of the metal, and then he likes the soul part of like the acoustic stuff. But
yeah,
he's just big into music appreciation.
Can't just listen to. Yeah, I can't listen to metal for non-stop. It just starts. It makes me loopy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I used to listen to a lot of dance music, and that phase is over. And I mean, I dig some of it still. It like brings back some memories, but after a while, I'd be like, all right, I'm done with it. Like it was just too much. Or even a lot of dubstep. Like I think if I'm ever gonna go see another electronic music show, it would have to be like dubstep or do you know like Black Moth Super Rainbow?
No.
Or Tobacco?
No.
Oh, it's super like it's more like psychedelic like electronic music.
Okay.
But it'd have to be shows like that. Like electronic music just I listened to too much too fast. I just got burnt out.
Yeah.
So
I never got into too much dance music. Like I like Justice. Do you know that?
Yeah, Justice is super cool.
Daft Punk.
Justice does a remix of MGMT's Electric Feel.
Oh, nice.
And it's super,
I haven't heard it.
Super good. I mean, if you like MGMT, you'll like, and you like Justice, you'll like the combination.
I'll check that out.
But I saw Justice once at Hard Summer.
Nice.
One of the best shows I'd ever seen.
Yeah.
They're just like.
I like Justice because like most dance music, electronic music, it's super clean.
Yeah.
The tones, you know. But Justice is just gritty and
it's like overdrive on everything.
Yeah. That's why I like it.
And then they have like albums too, where it's like it's not just like they've got that song On and On. You know that one?
Is it? Is it off the new album or one of the?
It's
new
off
ones?
of Audio.
I've only heard the one where Dance is on DANCE.
Oh yeah, do the DANCE.
Yeah, it's only.
I gotta show you that other one once this podcast is over because sick. Cool. It's like Led Zeppelin, but like electronic. That's how it like makes me feel. And lots of electronic artists, they don't do this shit. It's just
it's always the same.
Monkey
tempos.
wrench.
Yeah, Boots and Cats.
Cats. Oh man. Fuck. Too much dance music. I was just having
Yeah.
flashbacks. I went to too many raves, man.
I've never been to a rave.
You don't need to.
Doesn't sound like
It's not.
my thing.
It's funny because like my other friends, we all agreed like the first rave you ever go to is the best one, and then everyone after that just sucks.
Yeah.
There's more and more people. The music gets shittier and shittier. Everybody gets super angry because everybody's on ecstasy or like coming off of ecstasy.
Yeah.
And it's like, just, it's good to see once, I think. But, I mean, unless that's your genre, then go all the time. But, cool it on the pills. I don't know. Ugh.
Yeah. I feel like for me, it'd be kind of boring because it's just a DJ. You know,
Yeah, there's
band,
they try to do stuff with like the visualizers and stuff, but
yeah,
it does get pretty whack. And then the raves are so big now, the speakers are spaced out and such, like, they space them out every couple of yards or like 20, 30 yards or something.
Yeah.
And if you're in between in like the wrong place, the kick will be like,
Oh yeah,
you'll get a delay, and
yeah.
it's like super fucking annoying. So I don't know.
They're supposed to be able to tune that.
They
You
don't.
know?
They're like, everybody's
To
fucked up.
compensate.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, I guess no one can tell. They're all high.
I don't know. When you like be able to tell more, like, why is it doubling?
Yeah.
You're
I don't
tripping,
know.
man. Oh my gosh. So what's like the best show you've ever been to? I mean, we've talked about a lot of different styles of music, but what's one that you're like,
Best show?
yeah, you'd go back if you had a chance. You'd see it again.
Just one?
Yeah. I'm gonna make you pick one.
Dang. Probably this band.
Yeah?
Meshuggah, yeah.
Where'd you see him?
It was at the Wiltern.
I've never been there. That's
Yeah,
LA, right?
Wiltern, Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a big venue. I think, yeah, it was Meshuggah and Killswitch Engage.
Okay, yeah, I know them.
opened. Yeah, it was one of the best shows.
I used to listen to Killswitch Engage like 7th, 8th grade. I
Yeah.
think. What?
No.
There was a shit.
Yeah.
It was like,
they're legit.
fuck.
They're one of poppier metal bands.
Yeah, yeah.
but still heavy.
What's the band that has that song, The Light That Blinds?
Trivium?
No, fuck.
Light that.
I used to
Blinds?
love that song. It's like, I mean,
Oh. Shoot.
it's a famous
that.
song.
Yeah. The singer has dreads, right?
I've never seen.
Light that blinds.
No, it's not the Corn guy.
No. I think I know what band you're talking about.
I'll look
I
it up
can't
after
remember.
this, but yeah, that song I remember like I'd listen to it every day while skateboarding, like coming home from school, and when there was the guitar solo, I would like stop wherever I was and I would just go like air guitar it
Nice.
because it was just so sick. It was like metal is so over dramatic
It is.
and it's awesome. Like there's no reason to play like that. Like it requires too much skill, too much time, but they fucking do it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Meshuggah.
Meshuggah.
What the fuck does that mean? Is it just
I think it's like Swedish or Yiddish for crazy. That's what it
Oh.
means.
I thought they were like my sugar.
No. Kind of sounds like it.
Yeah,
It's not,
sugar.
Yeah.
Meshuggah.
Yeah, I saw them. And it's just one of the tightest shows I've ever seen.
Oh.
Just so good.
Yeah, because sloppy metal is hard
Yeah,
to
that's
watch.
you can't. Yeah, metal can't be sloppy. It has to be precise. Almost sterile.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, the funny thing is like there's a thing with metal where like sometimes it needs to be. I mean, if the band's really good, it's not overproduced, but it definitely needs to have a produced sound. Like,
Yeah.
if you don't have everything mixed the right way, fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And I get pissed off at a lot of metal because bass is a huge.
Yeah, you can never hear bass in metal.
Yeah, and I like intricate bass. I mean, I'm not saying my music has intricate bass, but I enjoy music that does. And in metal, it just follows along lots of the times.
Yeah, it's usually distorted, so it sounds the same.
But that's why, like, Dillinger Escape Plan, like, their bass doesn't just follow along. Like, it goes, like, all over the place. And bands like that, and, of course, math rock. I know it's not math rock, but they, like, it's just everywhere.
Yeah. There's this band called Obscura. Their bassist plays a fretless bass.
Oh, nice.
So you can actually hear all these slides that he's doing, and
the guy from
doesn't get lost.
The Mars Volta does that too.
Okay. Nice.
And my dad used to know the keyboardist. He had died a while back. I forget that guy's name. But yeah, the Mars Volta or any fretless bass, it's just sick. Especially if you do this fat like E slides. Like, oh my god. Yeah. Just like shakes the whole song.
It's nice.
How do you feel about oh fuck, the name in the album is in my head, but I can't the Deftones.
I like them.
Yeah, I like them too. A lot of people hate on them. Like they're corny or something.
Like they're corny?
Yeah, like it's cheesy. You don't feel that way?
I don't think so.
I don't feel that way either, but people will be like, well, you like them? Or like it's like girly metal.
It's you. I think Deftones you either love or hate, you know?
I guess so, yeah.
A lot of heavier bands are like that, I think.
Maybe that's
it's not for casual listeners, I think.
No.
You have to sit down and listen to it.
Do you know the band this is totally the most underwhelming conversation because I'm just talking about other bands, but the band Whir, WHIR.
No.
I came across them. They're pretty cool. It's like metal shoegaze.
Okay. Metal shoegaze?
Yeah.
Like Deaf Heaven?
I don't listen to a lot of Deaf Heaven. Okay. I know the
They're pretty shoegazy.
But damn, it's cool.
I'll check them out.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll close it out now. And thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, and we need to get the whole band on and get all you fuckers set up with headphones so we don't talk over each other.
Yeah.
But it's really awesome that you guys come on, and I will continue to support your stuff because I actually really enjoy your stuff. And again, their stuff is on iTunes and Spotify. Their Instagram is @WeAreIress, and Iress is IRESS. I recommend all of their songs. I can't even think of one that I want to single out. But yeah, thanks again for coming on.
Yeah, thanks.
And when are your next shows? Satellite on the 7th? Yeah.
DBA on August 10th.
Go ahead, yeah, go look through it.
DBA on August 10th.
I'll post them too, like in the description thing, so people can look at it.
Yeah, okay. Here we go. August 20 at the Lost Room in LA. That's for Echo Park Rising.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that should be cool.
Yeah, that will be cool. We missed it last year.
Oh, that's all. It's free and it's all ages too.
Nice.
Which is rare for LA. So.
Yeah, free especially. Yeah. All ages especially. Well, check them out. Thanks again for coming on. And as soon as I pause this, I'm going to show you some music.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.